Hello everyone, it is I, Robbie, and welcome back to the Sunshine Archives. Last year I started reading A Breath of Life, and then I kind of stopped reading it because I had just read Agua Viva right before. There's something about reading Lispector back to back where it's like, you just need a break to process. But I started reading it again when I went camping and just immediately became obsessed and completely in love with it, as I do with every Clarice that I read. And out came some Zettelkasten and some Commonplace cards. So I haven't read the whole thing at all, not even close. Literally just like 20 pages into the book, and already it created this many cards and this many tabs. I'll take you through the tabs I'm currently using. So yellow is for Commonplace, red is for Commonplace and Litno and Zettel, so an all-in-one. Orange is funny and relatable, and pink means that it reminded me of something. So I started it September 26th, 2025, and just read 20 pages. I think I just read them in one sitting. All right, so let me take you through the cards. I'm going to start with the Zettels. Zettel 24, on the topic of death. But what about the life we live before the knowledge of death? So this was an annotation that I left within my book. So where is that? Something that I know that if I read back, I can do some creative writing out of it, take it as a prompt. So as you can see here, I underlined this quote, life is a kind of madness that death makes. And then on a sticky note, I wrote a response to that quote, which is what the Zettel became. And if you want to know more about my Zettelkasten and Commonplace videos, I do have a Zettelkasten 101, and the very first video on this channel explains my commonplacing system. So this Zettel, this annotation says, it's from A Breath of Life, and I can reference Commonplace card, life number 7, which is this one. Life is a kind of madness that death makes. This quote created this annotation, and then they go in 2 separate boxes. The only reason I have 2 separate boxes is because I started commonplacing years before I even learned what the hell a Zettelkasten was. The only system that I had was a Zettelkasten, not a Zettelkasten, was a Commonplace. I used my Commonplace 2 or 3 years before I even created or thought about creating a Zettelkasten. And I knew that for Zettelkasten, I just wanted bigger cards. So it just turns out that I ended up with 2 boxes instead of 1, but I totally understand just having everything in one place. For me, just ended up being separate. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so that's 1 card each. And then I also have another annotation that came from the same quote. So life number 7. What happens the moment we learn about death? And then this one came from life number 8, which reads, I am satisfied with being. Are you? I am satisfied with living, but I am unsatisfied by what the living do. And then I also wrote, work all day is not what I would call living. This is also from number 8. We create in order to live. So all of these are just thoughts and ideas that I had from reading that one quote in the book. And I wrote all of those thoughts and ideas on a single sticky note. And then when I had time, I sat down and separated them into the Zettelkasten cards. I'm having a difficult time also separating lit notes from Zettels. Like a really hard time. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of my lit notes, kind of separate them between Zettel and Commonplace, and then completely get rid of the lit reading section in my box, and then just lean more into like my reading weeks. But that's for another video. I do want to simplify the Zettelkasten box a little bit more. Okay, then we have from Create number 1. So here is Create number 1. Did I not put the page number? Breath of Life, page number, no page number. And is there any other way to be saved besides creating one's own realities? As you can see, these cards are not fountain pen friendly, and my pen feathered like crazy. So from this came the Zettel, I don't think that anything alive lacks creation. As well as, to live is to love and to play. Okay, and that's it for the Zettel. So I will take you through all the commonplace cards. So the quotes by topic that I culled from the first 20 pages of A Breath of Life. We have freedom number 6. I am feeling an intimate freedom comparable only to riding a horse through the fields without any destination. I am free of destiny. Perhaps my destiny is to reach freedom. Writing number 14. Does writing exist in and of itself? No. It is merely the reflection of a thing that questions. I work with the unexpected. Writing number 15. The act of writing is the inevitable result of my being alive. This one is the Uniball 1P body, but I have a Pentel Energel 0.7 in a burgundy ink. And I just think pink and red look so pretty together. Self number 5. For I too cast off my chains. I kill what disturbs me, and good and evil disturb me. And I head definitively to encounter a world that is inside me. I who write to free myself from the difficult burden of a person being himself. Writing number 16. I am writing because I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with my spirit. Prayer number 4. Every invention of mine sounds to me like a layman's prayer. Such is the intensity of feeling. I write to learn. Writing number 17. It's in my interior that speaks, and sometimes without connection to my conscious mind. I speak as though someone were speaking for me. Perhaps the reader speaks for me. Self number 6. I live losing sight of myself. I need patience because I am many paths, including the fatal dead end alley. Masking number 1, we have a new category to the index card box. I sometimes feel that I am someone's character. It's uncomfortable being two. Me for me and me for others. So that was the first 20 pages of A Breath of Life. Right now it's like her having a conversation with herself. I think it's the last book she wrote before she died. And she's like, I still haven't become myself. I'm still not authentic. I still don't have an answer to life. I don't know why I write in the first place. I don't know who I am. And it's her kind of uncovering that. And she creates this whole other self that she has a conversation with within the book as she tries to understand who she is and why she writes. So that was everything. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you found some quotes for your own system, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.